2013, Stamford was rated the best place to live by the Sunday Times. But did you know how much history is in this one small town? Today we are learning about the history of Stamford and of what makes it so special.
In this cemetery is the grave of Daniel Lambert. He was renowned as the heaviest man in England and weighed 52 stone, 11 lbs and 335 kilograms. He was born in Leicester and took over from his father as keeper of the Bridgewell, a cross between a jail and a workhouse.
Daniel Lambert, what did you eat? Oh, you're so heavy!
The George's Hotel has been there since before 1540. What?
A sign across the road near the George was a gallows sign to welcome travellers and scare away highwaymen in the 16th century.
Welcome to Stamford Hotel. It was built by Sir Gerard Noel of Exeter and building started in 1810. It was empty until 1825 when it was bought by someone called Thomas Stanwell, who opened it as a hotel. The hotel closed in 1983 and it became Stamford Walk Shopping Centre. The Red Lion pub used to stand here around the middle of the 18th century, although the building was much older. In 1965, these buildings were almost destroyed in a huge fire.
This is Stamford High Street. It used to get very busy as cars and lorries passed through each day. Lots of the shops had big blinds over their windows too.
For over 600 years, Stamford was the site of the Stamford Bull Run Festival, held annually on 13th of November until 1839. According to local tradition, the custom was started by a man called William V, Earl of Surrey, after he saw two bulls fighting in the meadow beneath his castle. Some butchers came to split the bulls up, but one of the bulls ran into the town. The Earl mounted his horse and rode after the animal. He enjoyed the sport so much that he gave the meadow in which the fight began to the butchers of Stamford on condition that they should provide a bull to be run in the town every 13th of November forever after.
This cafe was originally a house and built in 1732. It became a shop in 1804, selling many things including clothes, clocks and watches and TVs. It's now a coffee shop.
Stamford has been hosting an annual fair since the Middle Ages. Stamford Fair is mentioned in Shakespeare's Henry IV Part 2 play. The Midland Fair is the largest street fair in Lincolnshire and one of the largest in the country. On the 7th of March 1190, crusaders at the fair led a violent riot called pogrom. Many Jews in the town were massacred.
Did you know that this used to be called Co-op Corner?
During 1333 to 34, a group of students and tutors from the Merton and Brasenose colleges in Oxford, who were not happy with the conditions at their university, came to Stamford to establish a rival college. However, the rebellion was quickly ended by Edward III, who ordered their return to Oxford. Today, only the gateway of New Brasenose College still exists. It's St. Paul's Street, with the replica of the 12th century Brasenose door knocker. The original knocker was removed to Brasenose College, Oxford in 1890.
Brown's Hospital was founded in 1479 and built by William Brown and his wife. It was a chantry, a little like a church, and could look after 10 men and 2 women. It was restored in 1870 and 1871 by James Fowler.
Here are baths. You might think this was a place to go swimming, but it was actually a place to have a bath. People didn't have baths in their homes unless they were very rich, so they used to come here for a bath instead.
The Stamford Mercury claims to have been published since 1695 and to be Britain's oldest newspaper.
Did you know, in
1849, July to November, the Black Death killed a third of Stamford's population.
Stamford Library was built as a mini market for butchers. There was also a butter market and fish too. Next door to the left was the police station.
Hello.
This is called a sheep market, where from 1791 onwards the sheep fair took place. Until 1820 the sheep fair was only held on the 8th of each month, but after that it was split, the 8th for horses and sheep and the 9th for beasts.
We had a whirlwind tour of Stamford's history. There was so much information we couldn't fit it in one video, but there was loads of information. So from me, Jess, and the other Wildcats Horrible History team, goodbye.
Goodbye!